When you think about wealth, you have to understand that it's generational, that wealth left over generations actually compounds and builds and grows. African Americans were held as slaves and they weren't allowed to earn any income. They weren't allowed to own things at one point in this history, and that actually has contemporary effects.
In order to become wealthy, the very first thing that people have to do is be okay with money. We have unconscious beliefs about money. I can say the question, or even this statement, I can say this statement, money is the root of all, and everybody's going to say evil. Well, think about this. If you consciously sit there and say, I'm going to attract more money, I'm visualizing more money, I am now becoming wealthy, but unconsciously you think money is evil, you're not going to want it in your life. You're going to push it away.
That the thoughts, your chronic thoughts, the thoughts you hold in your awareness, have the tendency to become your experiences. What you think about, you bring about. What you think about becomes your belief. What you believe becomes the perception by which you view life, and your perception basically determines your experience. It's very, very basic. Science would corroborate the fact that your thoughts are units of energy that become experience, that become behavior, that become habit, that become even symptoms in the body.
You've got to make a conscious choice that poverty will have no place in your life. As Steve Harvey told me when I had a chance to sit down and chat with him, you got to make life choices before life makes those choices for you.
If the average black family's wealth continues to grow at the same pace it has over the past 30 years, it will take black families 228 years to accumulate the same amount of wealth that white families have today.
If you get 1 million black people, like in a city like Atlanta, to one Jordan release, instead of buying the full 180, taking half of that money and starting a bank account, you can move $100 million into a black bank. That money then turns into mortgages, turns into small business loans, turns into other things that help the community in a different way.
Then we bought the building next door, because since we didn't do that, we bought this. And then just September ago, we bought the next one too. So Brown Capital is basically all 3 townhouses.
Today, Eddie is the CEO of Brown Capital, a firm with over $8 billion in assets under management. Along with his wife Sylvia, the Browns are hoteliers, patrons of the black arts, and philanthropists. Sheila Johnson became one of the highest net worth black women in the United States with the help of a game-changing television network, BET. She helped build BET from 2 hours of programming a week to a major network worth $2.3 billion by the time it was sold to Viacom in 2001.
It's about power. If you have the money, through society you gain power. People start to notice you. Use that power appropriately, reach out, and feel secure within yourselves to be able to go out and help others.
I think it's really incumbent upon us who have achieved some modicum of success to make it our business to mentor and to uplift.
There is no reason why we shouldn't have more people of color in the 1%, showing that, that their talent can be reflected in terms of financial well-being. The data actually shows that people of color who are in job-creating positions hire more people of color.
Use that power appropriately, reach out, and feel secure within yourselves to be able to go out and help others. And that's the only way we're going to get stronger.
Economics must now become the new black power.
All right.
And this cannot be done